In Canada, Ontario's Ministry of Energy and Mines invests in the rehabilitation of abandoned mine sites to ensure public safety, improve the environment, and make the lands available for productive use. Contaminated and acidic groundwater found in and around the mine is pumped to the surface, where it's treated and released into natural waterways. But acidic water wreaks havoc on regular steel pipes used with submersible pumps. This project involves 3 large 150 horsepower pumps, each capable of churning out an incredible 120 cubic meters of water per hour. That's 528 gallons per minute for us Yanks. It's critical to the process that 2 pumps be kept running constantly, and a third is kept on standby and rotated in due to frequent breakdowns caused by the harsh conditions. This means there is regularly a submersible pump being brought up for service, from a depth of 170 meters, all of it on 20-foot lengths of 5-inch stainless steel pipe that must be attached and removed individually as the pump is lowered or raised. This is a tedious process that requires a large crew with heavy-duty equipment, and it also poses inherent safety risks, especially in harsh weather conditions. There is an easier way. Enter Boreline FlexiRiser. Just recently, Xylem, a supplier, recommended Boreline FlexiRiser to the Ontario Clean Water Agency, the contractor on a large project. They had never heard of Boreline before and were blown away at the possibilities. Boreline FlexiRiser is a flexible hose designed to replace the rigid pipes used with submersible pumps. Boreline is totally non-corrosive and self-cleaning, which means there is never any internal scaling or buildup inside the pipe. Added to that, we have our FlexiRiser Pump Puller. This is a trailer-mounted hydraulic spool system that can install and retrieve pumps at the push of a button. The FlexiRiser Pump Puller can be rented for simple installation and removal of pumps set on Boreline FlexiRiser, or local contractors buy their own units and use them constantly. In this case, the ministry were confident enough to buy one of their own to keep on site. This makes sense because of their frequent need to pull and replace pumps as soon as they go down. You've been seeing footage of the changeover process taking place on a cheery spring day in Ontario. Day 1, the contractors arrived on site and had all the required safety meetings, and then spliced all 3 of the pumps and motors to the power cables. They then spooled a 170-meter length of bore line onto the FlexiRiser Pump Puller. Day 2, arriving on site, they backed the pump puller up to the first well, connected the top of the pump to the bore line, raised the pump and motor with a crane, and lowered it into the well. You can see here, the 150 horsepower pump and motor assembly is more than 3 times the height of a person. The power cable is strapped every 2 meters along its length. And everything was connected and working before lunch. After lunch, they drove the FlexiRiser Pump Puller back to the shop and rolled on the next 170-meter length. Back to the site, and the second installation was completed by the end of the day. That's 2 lengths of 170-meter 5-inch bore line set in one day. Day 3, the third and final installation, was complete by 11 a.m. That's 3 big pumps set on 170 meters of 5-inch Boreline FlexiRiser in a day and a half, safely and efficiently, and all 3 operational by the end of the second day. And here's a bonus. Engineers confirmed that production jumped from the expected 120 cubic meters per hour on each pump to 139 cubic meters per hour after the change to Boreline FlexiRiser. That's a 15% increase, and a few weeks later, once everything was dialed in, they were pumping about 315 cubic meters per hour with 2 pumps. That's about 25% more production than originally expected, and will directly result in a huge energy savings over the life of the project. Now that's a big deal. We have no doubt we'll be shipping more Boreline to Canada in the near future. The product practically sells itself, eh? The only challenge is letting the right people know about it. If you have industry contacts who might benefit from these products, please share this video with them. And remember, we have products available for all sizes and types of installations, including rural water, industrial, environmental, and residential applications. It's exciting, and it's not boring. It's Boreline.